Radio Dead Air, KRDA, Monday night. Tasia by request. I don't understand the significance, but okay. You do you. Chitro! Probably saying that wrong, don't care. Be Better, BoJack Horseman remix. Go like, subscribe when YouTube is good. Well, it would help if you could actually, if you want to know about, okay, it's Chetrio. There we go. That's how you spell it. Go and subscribe and like on YouTube. Good guy. Makes good content. Mars Volta. Televators. Blink 182. What's my age again? Happy birthday, Tom. And started off with Yomars. Tomb Raiders ripoff. Go like, subscribe to Yomars. He's awesome. As you just saw, he makes good shit. It's Monday night. Radio Dead Air KRDA. So, a little behind the curve on this. We've been busy, as you saw, with all the shit we got out of that fucking storage shed. We finally got to see A Wrinkle in Time. And I'm one of those people who never read it. It's just one of those that passed me by when I was young. And I just gone. But I'd always heard good things about it. Everybody raved about it. They said it was one of the touchstone young sci-fi works out there. So, I always had great respect for it, even though I never got a chance to read it. And then there was the movie. And I was like, okay, cool. I'll give it a shot. Sure. I didn't. It wasn't. I didn't hate it. There are movies I can watch. I go in and sit down, and there's just. It's obvious that no one gave a shit. No one cared. They were just cranking out crap. I've seen many films like that, and I wish I hadn't. And when you watch a movie when no one gives a shit, you can feel that. This was not that. Obviously, someone gave a shit. Someone really cared about this movie. And it is beautiful. Don't get me wrong. It's wonderfully shot. It's visually, it's very good. And Chris Pine, again, I have incredible respect for Chris Pine as an actor. And I probably will until I find out he's done something horrible, like everyone else I have great respect for. But yeah, as this was another one of those cases where Chris Pine just acted his fucking heart out. He didn't give a shit. He doesn't care about the material. He's just, you want me to do this? All right, I'm in the role. I'll do it. I'll fucking do it. So I like watching Chris Pine work. He was probably really a big standout of this. And we've got out of the movie, and my first thought about it was, that was it? That was the seminal young adult sci-fi work with that was it? Really? Because I'm not really feeling it. I talked with Sarah, who has read the book and was a big fan of the books, and she wasn't angry about it, but I got the impression that what I saw was not the books, because it feels very dumbed down. It felt like there are young adult movies that are made where you as an adult can go in and watch it with the kids and you'll still get something out of it. There are lots of movies like that feel like, okay, well, this is this isn't aimed at me, but it's well done and I can appreciate it. I'm intrigued and I'm engaged. There's a lot of really good films like that for, everyone. This was not that, because I felt like this was not for me. Not that I'm like, oh, I hate this. It's like, no, we're not pitching to you. We're pitching to the little kids. Stay out of it. And I'm like, okay. And I'm told there's a lot of stuff in the book that is not in the film that was part of the reason it was so impactful as a book. Like the two-dimensional dimension, the 2D dimension. There's a moment in the book where the characters end up in a two-dimensional realm. And that sounds like that would have been amazing to see on screen, just conceptually, just the idea of that wasn't in the film. And I'm like, other things that wasn't it was, I don't know about you, if you've ever seen the cover of A Wrinkle in Time. The thing that always stood out to me about the cover of that book was the centaur. I always kind of, I always had that sort of tied in my mind as that was representative of A Wrinkle in Time. There's no centaur in the movie. There's a lettuce leaf with Reese Witherspoon's face, but there's no centaur in the movie. There's lettuce. Reese Witherspoon lettuce. Monsanto has gone too far. And there was singing, talking flowers that fly, which I'm also told was not in the books. And yeah, just a lot of the concepts that really were engaging and interesting and really brought people in were kind of snipped out of the movie. And there's a lot cut. And another thing, Calvin, he's absolutely useless in the movie. And I'm told it's different in the book. He has a moment in the book, and he has some other stuff he does, and he's not useless. He's not like a main thing, but he's not useless. In the movie, he's just kind of useless. The actor has two expressions. Are you ready? Or he's got dead eyes, this kid. I don't know what it is about this kid, but he's got these dead, wide eyes, lifeless eyes, like a doll's eyes. And it bites into you, they're all over black. That just like, and every chance Calvin gets, he does the stupid thing. Every single moment in this film. It's like, they tell you, you're on this planet, don't trust anyone. And the first time someone goes, here's cakes, he's like, fucking cake! Give me the cake! And even Meg is like, motherfucker, she just told you not to trust it, but they have cake! I'm like, oh God. You're stupid. You're so stupid. Why are you? He doesn't bring anything to the movie, which is a shame because apparently his character does in the books. And it was pulled back, dumbed down, changes were made, and I didn't feel like as an adult I got much out of it. I felt like I was watching something that was expressly for small children. I don't mean like tweens and teens. I mean, this was like for 8 or 9 years old, like little kids, and the vibe I got for it was more a Wizard of Oz or Alice in Wonderland than anything else. And all the philosophical and, the introspection of the book seems to be just missing here. How was Meg? Meg was okay, And I didn't hate her. I thought she was interesting. And there's some parts near the beginning that I really liked. There are moments where it's like they have adults being assholes. Not like, oh, I'm nefarious and I'm going to take away all the candy in the world. No, it's adults being two-faced, snippy, gossipy fucks like adults do. But you're not allowed to acknowledge this. You're not allowed to call adults on that bullshit when they do it. When you're a kid. And they have a moment where the kid's just like, oh, fuck you. Shame on your ass. Fuck you. And I was like, yeah, okay. When that happened, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm getting into this. I appreciate that. They're calling adults on bullshit, and they should. I like a movie where it tells kids, look, adults are assholes too, okay? Don't believe them when they tell you just to shut up and respect your elders and shit. Adults could. I liked that part. That was good. But they really just kind of lost that. That dropped way off. And it had a moment where it felt like it was trying to, but it lost it. And I don't see this getting a sequel, which is unfortunate because, again, these books are beloved. And a lot of effort went into this. And a lot of love went into this. I can't hate it because you can obviously see that they loved doing this. And the actors, no one's really, well, except Calvin was not a good fit. Calvin was not a good fit. But no one really was awful in this. They just weren't right. Everyone did the work. Someone supplied them with the wrong tools. So everything's just the slightest bit off. It's disappointing, but they tried. And their hearts were in the right place, but they just didn't get it together. And I'm sad to say that. I really, it's a movie like this. I'm not like, rawr, you fucker, you bastard. I'm just like, oh man, I feel for them. I do. I actually have sympathy for them because I saw they tried with this. It just didn't gel.
Can you give them the one other thing as a woman?
Come on. You're the big fan. You're the big fan of man, I'll tell you, okay, after we saw this movie.
I'm still in my work clothes.
After we saw this movie, Sarah kept coming into, she got her copy of A Wrinkle in Time Out, and she kept walking down the hall every 5 minutes. And another thing, this is different from the book here, because this did this. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. But after a while, it was like, okay, honey, I got it. I got it.
He seemed so disappointed with the way they had done the movie that I felt that burning desire to be like, no, but see, in the book they did this. No, I was wanting to tell him the one thing that I came away with that I did really like is that I do think that they kept that theme that Meg is a flawed character. She's flawed in ways that young girl characters are not always flawed. And one of the themes is that, you know what, those flaws aren't always bad. You just need to know when to be stubborn. You need to know when to be cantankerous. You need to know when to argue with people.
Yeah,
and I love that theme, and they did
but
keep that.
It's like they're trying to play Beethoven on a mouth harp.
That's fair.
It's like they had the idea, they had the stuff, but they just didn't have the right way together. It's like, bang the rocks together, guys. Come on, you'll get it. Come on, you'll figure it out.
Or it's like they decided, there's a few themes going in the book. It's like they decided, okay, we are just going to go with this theme and then cut out all the rest.
Yeah, they tried. I wasn't blown away, and that's sad because this is really an important book overall in terms of I haven't even read it, and I understand its influence so much.
Well, he had to after I wouldn't stop talking.
All right, let's see what else we got. We have more stuff tonight. Do stay tuned. Still taking requests if you'd like to hear something. We got a while left to go. Please send those along. Requestio, your vigio, musico, stuffio, Rufio. Let's see what we're doing here. Oh, let's do some Isle of Rangoon. Because we love them. Because they're cool. Because they're great peoples. Or almost peoples. Or not human peoples. Yes, Loki's going nuts because as soon as I put this on, it's time. Yeah, I haven't forgotten you. I'll take care of the puppy, okay? I know it's time. I know it's time. All right, here we go. Some Isle of Rangoon, Radio Dead Air. Yes, Loki? Do you have something to add, Loki? Hello? All right, he's quiet now. Let's do the thing. Now he's not quiet. I'll get you in a second, okay? Isle of Rangoon, Radio Dead Air. Jesus Christ.
Okay. Too good, too bad, too many episodes.